Update. We've officially broken ground, as in they are digging the holes for the plumbing and electricity. Pour concrete for the wall. Hotness. Electrical panel. Alright guys, it is the day before the meet and I'm really excited. This morning I woke up at 127.6, so yeah, my weight class is 130.1, so I'm well within that. Really excited about this one. I changed something up in my bench press, which I think is going to make a drastic change, or a drastic difference in my bench. It just helps me get tighter. Last night I was kind of laying in bed thinking about this whole process, and usually I'm able to visualize a little better as far as like setting up for my squats, being under the heavy weight, doing my job. And I can honestly say that with the lack of fat around my joints, I do almost have like it's like I'm lifting with a different body right now. Even though it's been a really slow process and I've slowly gotten into this, clearly psychologically, my mind isn't used to this body, which I'm actually pretty stoked about this next few months, staying at around this body weight for my last show. Just give me a time to adjust for it, and then we're going to go into a recovery diet. So excited about that. Because this is the last day that I have to make weight for anything, my next two shows are based off of height. I have a feeling that we're going to go after this, keep my numbers roughly around the same going into OCB show, or IMBF show, sorry, here in about 2 weeks. And then after that, we're going to fill me back out because, again, this is by far the leanest I've ever been. Woke up this morning with pretty pronounced striations in my glutes. Just everything in general. Again, this is the best shape I've ever been in. Being able to maintain a lot of muscle mass in areas I haven't been able to in the past. I think that's due to the fact that this block has been primarily strength focused, which means I've been able to hold on to a lot of things as opposed to, and I've only kept a few lifts. I haven't gone off and done a bunch of different exercises. I've just tried to get and stay good at the exercises I've currently been doing. So, anyways, again, really excited about tomorrow. It's only an hour drive from our home, so we're not going to stay at a hotel or anything like that over there. Going to get there around 7, do my gear check, check in, my rack heights, and then weigh-ins are at 8, and then the meet starts at 9 or 10. So it starts at 10. So I'm pretty pumped. Again, looking at the state records for my class, those are well within reach. So I'm looking to get 4 records. So the squat record, bench record, deadlift record, and total record. And then in 2 years, I plan on competing at the same weight class, but at nationals. So we'll see. But all right, guys. Next, you'll see footage from the meet. Alright guys, so this is my first attempt. This is 330 on the bar, and it moved pretty easy. Felt a little heavy, but in retrospect I should have gone probably right after this to
at around 345. Made the jump to 369, which is the previous best of mine. So one thing that was different with this meet compared to the last one is my belt is in a slightly lower position where it's putting pressure on both my ribs and my pelvis. So that was my second attempt. This is the third attempt. And I kind of misgrooved the last one, went down deeper than I typically go, so I thought there was a good chance I can get this one. What happened was I went down, lost tightness, came up, and just didn't have it in me. Right when they unracked, I actually completely lost control of my legs, and I ended up, essentially falling on the ground. It was awful, and I just braced too hard, didn't have enough oxygen. Alright, so this is Tim Bolton. It's his first attempt. Excuse me, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but on both Tim and Lisa, so, and it's a little early, so this is his second attempt. This was actually his best at his last meet. I believe this is 385. And that blew up. So we decided to go to 402, I believe this was. And yeah, I'm really happy with him. He, coming into this meet, he had a really stressful week. I'll explain later in the video what happened, but the guy just came in and crushed it. Awesome, 15-pound PR for him. Lisa was doing push-pull for this meet. This is her opener. I'm very proud of Lisa as well. Yeah, I've been dealing with some injuries these past couple of weeks, so she came out and put in her best. She actually wasn't able to even peak properly for this meet due to the fact that, again, she had a small back injury. So her last, usually what we do is, we do some openers a week of, and she ended up having to do her last heavy lifting last week. So, and when it wasn't even heavy singles. This is her second attempt. Went down a little slower than she wanted, and she didn't really use any leg drive. So with that being said, we thought she would have this her third attempt, no problem. But again, went down a little too slow, used up a little bit of energy, and didn't use her legs at the right time. So it's alright. This is my first attempt on bench. This was 203 point something. This was actually the state record right off the bat.
There you go. Big air.
This is my second attempt. Kind of goofed up on my breathing.
There you go. Nice. Back.
No, that was actually my third attempt. Well. Alright, so this is Tim's first attempt. This is roughly 2:15. And it's stupid fast. We, for the most part, have always had. And this is second attempt. Again, very proud of him. and his third attempt.
Captain does. My friend Captain back up there.
Back.
He was very disappointed. After the meet, he even talked about the fact that he wasn't happy at all, but kind of talked about it and kind of went over his week, and I think he understands that things happen, and he still got BRs and did real well. That was Lisa's first attempt, stupid fast. Then we went for her second attempt, and she kind of misgrooved a little bit, and it being a little toe heavy, and a lockout wasn't where she wanted it to be, so after that, her and I had a discussion about her driving off the heels a little more, and going into her third attempt, this blew up, and the lockout was better. That was it for her. Did well. This is my first attempt. This was right around 375. And I was trying to make sure my openers are on the conservative side. You never know I'm gonna feel. Going into my second attempt, we went 413.
Yep.
And well. Alright, then on my last attempt here, you'll see my upper body get extremely red. I had quite a bit of sodium this day. So
Oh, you got it. Yep. Go.
Yes. The blood was flowing, and I think that's why I ended up getting a little lightheaded. That, and again, like I said, the belt was putting a lot of pressure on my pelvis and ribs, and it put some nerves firing off. That was his first attempt, and his second attempt. This was his PR from his last meet. And then going into his fourth attempt, we went for 475, and he ended up missing it. But again, the guy just did so good. I'm very proud of him. We're gonna work on some deficits, get his lockouts really good. Once he gets to his knee, it's just a little off the ground and a little slower. There's little Lisa getting her medal. She took first place in the push-pull and first place in the push-pull and the Masters. And Tim Bolton took second to Travis. Just killed it.
Alright, it is Sunday, September 25th. The meet was yesterday, and I woke up feeling pretty sore this morning. My esophagus is killing me. I'm not sure if possibly getting sick or on my last deadlift attempt I strained a little bit coming up. But overall, happy with my performance. Squat, it wasn't there. Just didn't get what I wanted. However, still ended up with the state record there in that class. Ended up coming in about 4 pounds light for that class. So I should have had a bigger breakfast, but you live and you learn. But yeah, so as far as bench, I knew my bench was going to fall off. Anytime I have any cut, it typically does, as far as dieting going into a show or into a meet. Still ended up with the state record there. And then deadlift, I hit a personal best. Just overall, just excited about that. Ended up doing 432 at a body weight of 126.4. That's 7 pounds up from my last best. About 8 pounds up from my last best. And again, overall stoked. And then I because I got those 4 or 3, I got the total state record as well.
yeah, just an overall great experiment. Going into the AZ State Championship. Sorry about the wind. It's an awful morning to do this. Going into the AZ State Championship INBF show. That's 2 weeks away. Not really going to change too much of my training going into it. There's no real reason to. So this week, I'm gonna have a slight deload this week. Still gonna squat, bench, and deadlift. Do some accessory work, and then going into the next week, I'll have still a slight deload, but this week I'll probably go about 70%. Next week I'll probably go 80%. The only thing I'll change up to last week is I'll do legs at the beginning of the week, so bring down some retention so I get more separation. Yeah, just overall can't wait to step on stage again. It's been about 4 years, so if some of you are unaware, in 2012 I had a motorcycle accident and broke my neck, back, ribs, skull, and a bunch of other things. So being able to do this, being able to walk, I'm very happy. So I think that's it for this one. As far as my athletes are concerned, I'm very proud of them. They did all real well. Tim Bolton, he had a lot of stress coming into this meet. His dog got very sick over the weekend. He had a hair tie that got wrapped around his small intestine, and so they had a surgery from his chest all the way down to where his levels used to be. But yeah, so again, very stressful. So I'm very proud of him, very proud of his progress. Hit personal records across the board, minus his deadlift, but this deadlift looked better than his last deadlift at that same weight. So I'm very proud of the guy. Lisa, she did well. She got a PR on bench, and deadlift, I believe she got a PR. I gotta check. But she, going into her second attempt, she was a little toe heavy, so it wasn't as fast, it wasn't as steady as we would have liked, so we didn't go up much for her last deadlift. We made some adjustments, and her last deadlift blew up. So we probably could have gone a little heavier, but I think overall it was perfect. Tim got second, she got first. Lisa only did push-pull, and then Tim did the full knee, as you guys saw. So yeah, again, great experiment. Normally I compete around 143, 144. That weight class is 144.5, and then this one, again, I was 126.4. So significantly lighter, and came out with a deadlift PR. So, alright guys, I will catch you next week.